And coming up next, it's a UFC welterweight division matchup. All right, well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble. All right, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight. Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face, pushes forward, he gets to the clinch, loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip, getting grabbed by a crocodile. He is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses. And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb D. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 32 wins, 12 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tim Dirty Bird Nunes.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, just make it a fight.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we go with round 1, and when you have what looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler, it doesn't always play out that way, but given what these fighters said to us on Thursday, the game plan seemed pretty clear.
They're very clear game plans, but which one of them is able to implement the game plan most effectively? The grappler will try to get forward, get close, try to secure takedowns. He's even willing to pull guard to make sure that he is in the grappling situations. The striker needs to stay at space. The striker needs to maintain distance and fight behind that beautiful jab he possesses.
Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch. Ooh! Lands the left punch now, followed by a right.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
He blocks the punch. Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Straight punch lands.
Punch is blocked. Oh, misses with the jab.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Got the single collar tie. Means gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Ooh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Oh, wow, his leg kicks are already taking effect.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it. Stop throwing.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it.
That right hand landed.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Look at the whip action that comes from throwing that kick.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie, and they separate.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Now a knee to the body.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Start to see some of the damage cut underneath that right eye. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Now he's got the Muay Thai plug. Oh, and he defends another takedown there, so it looked like a pretty good entry, but once again, unable to get him down. Great
balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside, turned that double into a single, crawled and got away from his opponent. Great job.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Lands the right punch and follows it up with a nice left hand. Nice sequence there by Means.
Nice straight punch.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Single collar tie now. Right on the button.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head? Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this? Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, that is an uppercut from hell. Beautiful job by him there.
I mean, he threw that thing from his hip and he landed with all the force that he could muster. I'm surprised he didn't knock him out with that punch.
5 minutes in the books. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you'll start to see it taking effect.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Your striking's looking beautiful. All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and At some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick. And watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ. Good punch lands.
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Liver kick. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Man.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, straight right. Oh, man, that cut is getting worse by the minute. Looking ghastly at this point. All right, so a near-perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again. Was able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Close guard.
Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Oh, nice.
And this might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively. Bottom
fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
"30 seconds now to go in the round." I mean, how many can he take? 20 seconds now remain in the round.
Nice.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes. Real sneaky body kick.
Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time.
Look at him whip his hip onto that kick.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not good.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Right hand upstairs. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Checks the leg kick. Oh, he lands another strike to the body. Really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Big power shot there.
Jab, cross, high kick, go.
Oh, effective strike there by Means.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, he might have got a little choke. Oh!
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, side control now. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Good work from the top here by Means. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Nice hammer fist. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Means. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Punch on the top.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And they separate. Oh, the cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess.
Another takedown landed.
Close guard. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency. That one appeared to stun him.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, single collar tie now.
Great punch. Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landing. They're both very powerful, very explosive. There's no give on that leg kick.
throwing that jab, no good. Back and forth we go. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the...
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh! Huge right hand! Big knee to the body. Oh! Oh, he might be out. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, there's the end of the round. We'll show you some of the highlights. It must feel pretty damn good to knock a man down like that.
It feels good to knock a man down. And most times you don't even feel it. It's the ones that you don't even recognize that landed hard are the ones that usually put your opponent out. It landed right on the sweet spot, and he hurt his opponent very badly.
All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat. Both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10-plus minutes of fighting. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes, and a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Ooh, big shot land.
Timely defense there, huge block for him. And he landed the right hand there. He's got him hurt here. Back to the feet. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, big knee. Back and forth we go. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, combination lands. You want to talk about putting strikes together. Beautiful execution.
And every one of them are landing. He's overwhelming him with different attacks. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh! Just over 3 minutes to go now. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Nunes. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
Oh! He's out!
He got it!
A near-perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during fight week, played out here on fight night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win. So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland.
All right, so So there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight he did exactly that. Congratulations.